Hey guys, it's day 11. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't believe I forgot 11. I think it's that. One of my sign language friends will reach out and let me know. So anyway, today's number 11 has a lot of different meanings. The ones that resonate with me is 11, we are connected. And I mean to each other, and I mean to the universe. You have the universe inside you. It's always been with you. We just have to tap into it more often. And we do that through meditation and any form of quietness that regroups you is your form of meditation. Driving is almost like you're hypnotized. You forget how you got from A to B. It's a time and space for you where your mind can start to bring up things that you may need to pay attention to. So 11 is we're all connected. And the other meaning that I've read is it's a reminder to shine. Shine your true light, your true self to everyone you meet. Don't feel like you have to cover it up. And I know there's times we run into beings that are not supportive of us, that have their own agenda. And I want you to remember when that happens is thank them for showing up. They're there to teach you something. And it could just be your well-being will uplift them. And they won't even know it until all of a sudden they're ready to receive it. And then it's almost like the epiphany. Aha, I got it. And you get a major download of the universe's love and compassion for you. I've experienced it. I'm sure you have too, when you're like, oh. Whatever it was, the realization that these words need to be said. These words don't need to be said. It is that simple. I can end this. I can begin this. Those moments. And they're small moments. You don't know when all of a sudden you decided, I will no longer put up with this anymore. You just knew it. And sometimes it takes a really long time to get the epiphany. But when you do, the aha, you're rising up in your vibrational journey, because we're all on a journey. And I love 11 because it reminds you, whatever you believe in, everybody's got different beliefs. I truly believe that the universe resides in each and every one of us, and that's our divine. That's God, that's higher power, whatever you want to call it, you have it. You don't need to do one more thing. You don't have to learn one more thing. Be you. Be true to you. And that's all. Doesn't that just make you feel so much better? I just did a yin yoga, and I can't tell you the sense of peace I have from sticking with my daily practice with yoga. And what it gives me is this tremendous sense of peace. All is well, all will be well. And I encourage you to please keep focusing on what's well in your life. Celebrate the body you're in. And don't worry if you have to lose weight or gain weight or you're in pain in a certain area. Hopefully you can still drive, eat, walk, talk. If you can do that, you could do a lot more than people who are missing limbs, who have mental issues and they can't express themselves. We have it really good. We just need to be reminded. All right, I'm going to pull from our angel cards and float out what you need. The angels hear you. The universe hears you. And I'd like to remind you that there's 2 no's and 2 yeses in this pack. And all these cards are for positive messages. So here we go. Let's see what we get. Okay, and today the card I'm pulling is opportunity. Wow, aren't we being given one of the biggest opportunities? We have an opportunity to get to what we've been ignoring, what we've been kind of procrastinating. We have an opportunity to reconnect with our families, our spouses, House Party, I think, is the app, the free app. You can have virtual gatherings. 1-1 connection. The social connection is so vital to our mental health that I invite you to make sure you're doing it. And I so get it. This is what I say at home. Get off electronics, read a book. I did my schoolwork already, Ma. I need to be on electronics. So I'm presenting, putting out this energy that is totally not serving. So I'm going to start an experiment. I'm going to start doing things that I want to get done in the house. And I always invite the kids to help out. And generally I'll get some help, but not all the time. And guess what? I'm going to let it go. You don't want to help? That's fine. But we all know the biggest way to get out of depression, frustration, anger, overwhelm is to be of service. Do something for someone else. Teeny tiny. But the first person you do something for is you. Self-care is paramount to everything else. And I don't call it selfish. I call it selfless. You need to take care of you first because you're vital. So in today's meditation, I want to help you create a sacred place that you can go to. And it's said if you practice this 7 days in a row, you start to receive more guidance. It's been my experience that it happens a little quicker, but it's such a cool meditation and I can't wait to share it with you. I'll give you what you need to do first. So your sacred place needs to have a path and a private entry. It needs to have enough space for 2 people, 2 beings to be. That's it. And it's a place that you, as best you can, you visualize it. Now, most of the population is non-eidetic, meaning we cannot visualize. So that's probably most of us. Trust what comes to you. My sacred place is a beach house. I always have the fire going. You need to have a window facing out so you could see your guide coming up the path. I think that's pretty much it for the parameters. But think about the things you like to do. Is it music? Is it baking? Is it painting, gardening, knitting, reading, sewing, cleaning? Whatever it is, make it a place that the person can communicate with you using the tools that you understand. Writing in the sand. So it's called Sacred Places. I share this meditation with my students, and the reaction is usually overwhelmingly positive because they really enjoy it. So if you can't do it now, bookmark this for later. This is another great meditation to do before bed. So I'll gently walk you through it, and I hope you have a wonderful experience, and I'll check in with you at the end of the meditation. So as with any practice, find your seat. And it's the showing up daily, as we all know, that helps solidify the practice. That's where we get so much more out of it. I've shared with you that I've been doing yoga since December 16th. And today I was really I was stressed with school kids. What a world of difference it just made for me. And I did it at home. Yoga with Adriene, fantastic. That being said, get into your seat. Whatever that looks like, feels like, sounds like for you. If you choose to lay down, I invite you to put your left hand over your heart center and your right hand over your belly. You're activating your heart center and you're activating the sacral part. It's a chakra. And that part is the I am of you. So it's very powerful. So lay down if you'd like or sit up. I'll stay seated. And align your spine so it's head over heart, heart over spine. And put your hands in any position that feels comfortable for you. I've already closed my eyes. Let the muscles of your face go soft. Let your eyeballs get heavy in the socket. Unclench your jaw. If it's helpful to you, create space by just gently parting your lips, if that's comfortable. I don't do that, but it might be comfortable for you. And check in with your body. How are you feeling? Where are you holding? Where is the tension today? And I'm reminded once again of the breath. The articulation with your breath keeps you rooted, keeps you present. So let's take some long, deep breaths. You can make them audible if that's something that feels comfortable for you. Let it all out when you exhale. Let your shoulders drop and drop some more. Maybe pause at the top. And really just settle into the in-breath and the out-breath. Following it in, noticing the space between breath and following it out. Thoughts will come, allow them, let them go. And if you can't seem to let them go, don't fight it, it's okay. They'll leave when they're ready. Now let your breathing become normal. Now I invite you to place yourself either outside, or maybe you're picking a place inside, but I invite you to be outside because you're going to walk up your private path to your private entrance. And if you like the idea of having a picnic outside, definitely do it. Just make sure there's a private path to it to give you privacy. And at this moment in time, I invite you to look down at your feet. Maybe notice what you're wearing or what you're standing on. And now note your surroundings. What's the temperature like? Make it the way you like it. Make it comfortable. What's around you? Look up. What do you see? Is there a light breeze in the air? Is the sun shining on your face? And now I invite you to start strolling up your private path and just notice what you see along the way. Is it a boardwalk? Is it sand? Are you on cobblestones? A sidewalk? What's around you? What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? You're completely safe. You've got all the time in the world. And as you go up to your path, you see your doorway. And you open your door. And you look around your space. Maybe you light a candle. Maybe there's a fire going. Note the floor you're standing on or the ground. And either lay down or sit down in a space where your wise being can come and visit with you. And you find yourself looking out your window, enjoying the view, anticipating who's going to come and visit you. And then out in the distance through the mist, you see a being walking or trotting or flying up your path, and you're filled with joy and anticipation. And you rise to meet your guest, and you open the door, and you welcome them in. And you embrace, and you're flooded with a soul connection, a knowingness, peace, understanding, unconditional love. And you guide your wise being to where you're either seated or laying down. And you share with your wise being whatever's on your mind. And you allow your wise being to communicate with you in a way you understand, and you honor whatever comes up because you didn't make it up. And you ask for help and guidance, or maybe you're grateful. And you breathe in this comforting atmosphere, environment. And you're flooded with peace. And knowing that you can always come back to this sacred place, your wise being embraces you in a hug. And you walk back to the door where your wise being gives you a gentle kiss on your forehead. And you watch as your wise being walks down the path till they disappear into the mist. And you turn back to your space, and maybe you blow out the candle, put out anything that you were using, and you take another long, deep breath, enjoying your sacred space. And then you turn and walk down your path until you reach the end, and you look down on your feet and you notice what you're wearing. And you turn your face and you have a huge smile because you've been seen and heard, accepted and understood. Now let's wiggle our fingers and toes to bring awareness back. And at the sound of the tone, and when you're ready, gently open your eyes. I hope you can hear it as beautiful as I can. As always, it's an incredible honor and privilege to share this time with you. I so believe that meditation is such a gift. It has just made my life so much better. And if I could pass that on to anybody, it would just be a blessing. So I'll let you know how my experiment goes. I'm really going to make it a point to kill him with kindness. This morning, my son James was really flipping out. I knew he was hungry. And instead of me getting, all mom on him, I just said, you know what, honey, I'm going to kill you with kindness. What would you like? Tuna fish, sure. Make you tuna fish. And then he's getting those little smiles going. Just change the whole interaction. We're all on lockdown, and I definitely think it's harder on the kids than us. That's just my opinion. So be well. I love you. Magical Miracle Monday. Always expect something good to happen because it's just around the corner. So be well. I love you all very, very much. Take care. See you tomorrow. Day 12.